Welcome back to how I became a Craigslist hoe. Somebody help me. Hold on. Okay, so if you are just now joining, I have a whole series up on this. So I believe this is part 7. I didn't post yesterday just because yesterday was a busy day. So one of the most popular questions I'm getting is, did his wife know? If she didn't, did she find out? And if she found out, what did she do? So let's back up. I did not know he had a wife. He said that he was separated, that they were divorced, and he had 2 sons by her, but that was it. I did not know that he was still married and that she was 3 months pregnant with what would be Rosa's older brother by 3 months. So him and I talked through the entire pregnancy. I didn't like any appointment that I had. I sent him ultrasounds and kept him up to date on everything. Like I said, when she was born, I gave him the opportunity to come to the hospital. So it was like maybe 6 months after Rosa was born, I get a Facebook message, and it's from his wife. And his wife asked me if I knew that he was married and that she was pregnant when him and I got together, and she was really angry. And then she threatened to try and get custody of Rosa because she said that they're still married and that he's a father, that they have rights just as much as me, even though I had in writing that he wanted no custody rights. He didn't want any rights, nothing like that, and it absolved him of any kind of child support or anything like that. But so that never came to fruition because I told her right then and there, listen, I didn't know he was married. No, he doesn't have any rights. He signed paperwork saying that he didn't want any rights. And so I don't really know what happened, but I think they ended up getting divorced again and then got back together. And so she ends up getting pregnant again, and they have a little girl. So this is his first girl. He had 3 boys. And that's when he decided that he said that he wasn't the father of my daughter, and that I was lying about him being the father. Now, mind you, I had never been with another guy. And once I show you guys the pictures of him and my daughter, you'll see it's very obvious that he is a father. So it's been a little over 2 years now, and he has wanted nothing to do with her. He hasn't asked about her, and I'm not going to give him any information if he's going to act like that. You don't deserve to know my daughter if you're going to act like that. So, and I'm trying to protect my daughter from any harm that might come her way, especially the fact that she's only 7 years old. So, yeah, he ended up being a douchebag. His wife and I had words, but then she backed down once I told her she had no case. And yeah, there's still a lot more to the story, but that answers one of the most popular questions, which was about his wife. So y'all stay tuned. Let me clarify. I said that when his wife and him got back together again, that she ended up pregnant with a girl and they had their first daughter. Their first daughter. So obviously my daughter was his first daughter because he had 3 boys, and then Rosa, and then about 2 years after that came his daughter with his wife. So he had always wanted a little girl, and I mean, I thought, he'd be happy with the fact that my daughter was born. And like, I wasn't looking necessarily for somebody to be in her life, just somebody that would acknowledge her, that she could come to if she wanted to, or even have a relationship. And he was open to that. But as soon as his wife that he got back together with for the 3rd time found out she was having a little girl, Rosa no longer existed. So I just wanted to clarify that Rosa was his first daughter, but her first daughter was their first daughter. Hope that clears it up.